All right, Scott. Is that I'm in the wrong audio? Right, is that? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? No. Yeah. Right.
Hello?
Yeah. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I had it in the wrong audio at first. So how's things going?
All good.
So I can hear stuff in the background as long as you can hear me.
Yeah. Nobody else, man?
No, not today.
Man.
Don't matter. I'm still talking to you. It's still interacting, isn't it?
Yeah.
So today's topic, we're going to go for Mask of Lies. Which sounds complex, but
yeah,
pretty straightforward. Because what? Well, actually, let's start first. How you doing?
Do what?
So let's start first. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Had a pretty busy day today, but
Yeah, tell me about it. Well, we'll jump right into it then. What I mean by Mask of Lies is, you notice how you ever watched the film V for Vendetta, like the anonymous white mask.
yeah.
Well, the way I look at things is, and I'm sure you'll agree, everybody in life seems to be wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Because nobody seems to a lot of people just don't seem to be themselves. They're either hiding behind something, such as with epilepsy, no one actually says straight up that they've got it. Everyone always hides behind it and tries to put on a strong face.
Yeah.
I think that's where people's problems are. Because, like, if I'm hiding behind a mask now, you don't know what my face looks like behind it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the direction I'm going. Is people always hide behind things and seem like, oh right, yeah, I don't need to show it. When in fact, if you take it off and walk your own road instead of being in the wrong direction, because if you're following the crowd going that way, take your mask off, you're going your own path. You are gonna be more successful than stopping, starting with no people.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way that I look at things.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of people who just, oh no, one person they think is right, I'm going to stand behind them and just follow where they go. I think that's the main problem with this world, because nobody wants to be kind of singled out or an individual. Everyone's like, please follow the leader.
Yeah, that's true. You want to?
People are just fed lies. If someone goes, oh no, this is the thing to do, people just believe it. That's kind of the angle that I'm looking at things. Because kind of the reason I'm doing this is is not get people to follow me, is to listen to me and then go on their own track. Because nobody just wants to be a follower. Because, like, exactly as my dad said, what are you? Are you a follower or are you your own person?
Yeah.
But I think that's the problem with people these days. They don't, and I think it's also millennials, and it's the exact same with older people as well. I think more millennials that if they're growing up, they just want to go, oh, I want to be like all my mates. Back when I'm sure when you were younger, you didn't care less what other people were doing. You just did whatever the hell you were doing.
Yeah.
But I think society now, there's so many different things where people are like, oh no, I'm gonna hide behind someone, which I think is there's the biggest problem is this world.
Yeah. It's different with age groups.
Hmm.
You know, I mean, between me and even between me and you, it's different.
Which I think is probably the best thing,
Yeah.
because let's look from the epilepsy perspective.
Yeah.
The way my seizures are have that little bit of similarity to yours, but are not identical. Kind of like a fingerprint.
Yeah.
Nobody's is identical.
Yeah.
So why when no fingerprint's identical, why should people try and pretend that they are?
Yeah. I understand.
That's kind of the angle that I'm going at. It's because people just want to, they don't want to be themselves. They want to grow up trying to be like someone. It's like people who
Yeah.
grow up following footballers. You think, oh, I want to be like them. They buy the exact same football boots as them. They buy the same clothes as them, the same hairstyle. They try and basically just be a copycat.
Yeah.
Which, that's kind of like the way I dress, the way I look. I still like my football, but I don't look like any of them.
Yeah.
Because I'm my own person and I couldn't care less what people think of me. Because what I'm doing now, I told someone my idea, what I was going to do, and they laughed at me and told me I was going to fail doing it. And
Wow.
and then I was kind of like, right, well, okay. And then when started talking to you and started posting more on my epilepsy team and also uploading my own website,
Yeah.
and someone commented on one of my YouTube videos before, love your work, can't wait to see more. And you think, knowing that just one person has said, I love your work, and they understand where I'm coming from,
Yeah.
that just proves that I've not just followed the crowd. I'll be
That's
honest,
right.
I used to, because everyone looks up to someone. But there's a difference between looking up to someone and trying to be stood in their shadow, copying
Yeah.
them.
That's true.
It's just this growing up. And I'd probably say when I was younger, it's the same. Everybody's kind of like, one person changes, say, a certain catchphrase or whatever. Next minute,
Yeah.
it goes round like, it just goes round like wildfire, and everyone has to say it.
Yeah.
Which I think that's actually a pretty good example of people have to be like someone. They have to get of clothes. If there's a new set something come out, it's like there was a pair of football boots, and there was literally someone I know who spent a day off of school and queued up from 3 o'clock in the morning to be the first person to buy them.
Really?
And you're like, how pathetic are you
Yeah.
that you're going to spend? I know in the UK it's different, obviously, pricing to America. But these football boots were about 95 quid. So it's about $110, $115 for a pair of football boots. And they're like, oh, what do you have? I'm like, I spent about 45 quid on mine. It's about $50. And they're like, oh, well, that's a bit cheap, isn't it? I was like, I couldn't care less. But that's the thing though. With kind of exactly the same as wearing a mask, everyone cares about image.
Yeah.
I wear a Marilyn Manson t-shirt, ripped jeans, and black Converse. Do you really think I care what
Yeah.
people think of how I look? Obviously, people are like, oh, you don't want people to judge the way you look. I couldn't care less.
Yeah.
Because if you're happy, it's like the way you dress, you feel comfortable the way you dress. If someone goes, oh, look at the way he is, then they're wearing their own mask trying to judge you because you're not like them.
Yeah.
It's the exact same with clothing to technology. To when the iPhone came out, it's literally just, oh, look what I've got. What do you have? oh, I've still got an iPhone 6 and they've got an iPhone 10. It's like, oh, that's a bit shit, isn't it? I'm like, it can make phone calls, it has internet, and it works. Do I care?
Yeah.
I just could not give a toss about, I don't have to have the upgraded things. It's like the posters behind me that say Assassin's Creed Black Flag. The game came out in 2014. I've still got them up.
Yeah.
Do you think I care? It's ridiculous, but that's where I think hiding behind a mask comes into play.
Yeah.
Because
It does.
but I think that's the problem. Because people are so stupid, it's unreal.
Yeah. And,
Go on.
I just got an actual smartphone just a few years ago.
That's the sort of thing that I mean of where you're different, which is good. You got a smartphone a few years ago.
And I don't like it.
So I've just got a standard Huawei phone. It works. It's got internet. Do I care? I don't have to be one of these, oh, look, I've got a £900 laptop, or, oh, I've got a £900 bloody phone. Who cares?
Yeah.
Because it's people who try and show off to what they have
Yeah.
when nobody cares. Because those people who I know at school who try to show off what they have and try and slag you off because of not
Yeah.
having expensive stuff, yeah, the thing they got is punched and beat up.
Yeah.
Because no one likes someone who just tries to brag and, oh, look, it's like the size of a house. The person I know, she was literally like, oh, I've got a 6-bedroom house. Oh, for passing her GCSEs, my dad bought me a horse. And I was like,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, what bedroom house do you live in? I'm like, I live in a 4-bedroom house. What's your point? I don't care.
Yeah.
But everybody just tries to. It's like when the holidays were on, and they were like, "Oh, over Easter, oh, I went to Dubai for a week." Okay, when was the last time you went on holiday? About 5 years ago. They're like, "Oh, was that long ago? Why?" Because I'm not a show off, and I honestly couldn't care less. Same as anything. The people try to show off. It's like she was trying to show off about how much money she had, and she always told me, and she used to give me digs at college. Oh, you'll amount to nothing. You'll never get a job. And I'm like, I discovered last week, she was apparently a well-known chef of where she was.
Yeah.
She kicked off with her manager saying I should be getting paid more. And he went, no, you shouldn't. Shut up or you're fired. And then she was caught a few days later smoking weed behind the things and got fired. I'm like, yeah, Mrs. Show Off now, aren't you?
Yeah.
No job, just kind of messed everything up because she tried to think she was someone.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like, I think the people that I hate are the people who come from loads. Their dad might be paid millions, or mum might have £1 million companies, and like, oh well, I've got this much. My mum and dad are successful, but none of that money's mine.
Yeah.
It's, you've got to work your ass off. I'm not just being thrown into my dad's company. He works in IT, photography, and I'm doing motivational speaking and a chef.
Yeah.
Everybody takes their own stuff. Nobody has to be a copycat.
Yeah.
But that's just what people don't understand. You don't have to follow people to be successful.
Yeah.
You follow someone, you will fail.
Yeah.
That's probably the easiest way to look at it. But nobody sees that. It's like, oh, well, if this person can make millions, then, oh, I will with a similar sort of idea. It's like,
Yeah.
no, it won't. You need to work your arse off like they did. It's not just oh, I'll throw a few ideas. Oh, look, I've got 10 million in my account.
Yeah.
If you work your arse off, you'll be successful. If you brought into money, you will fail.
Yeah.
That's the what I go by. Not I come from, I was never kind of short for it, and I never had money. But I have an idea and I'm sticking with it. Because I'm not one of these follow the leader sort of people. If I'm successful with what I do, which fingers crossed and I hope I am, and I hope it works, I'm not one of those, I'm going to have a little hissy fit because it doesn't work.
Yeah. When do you start doing that?
I probably started this channel, the YouTube one, probably about 6 months ago.
I mean, your new job, your new thing.
Oh, me chef one.
Oh, the new YouTube thing.
Oh, that, yeah, that's when I started it. I've only just started uploading these probably in the last few weeks.
Oh, yeah.
It's now kind of now I've started using the Zoom meetings and recording them and posting them and then sharing them around. They're getting now people to come in, look at it.
Yeah.
Because, like, as my dad said when I told him the idea and he helped me set it up, he's like, don't go expecting thousands of subscribers on YouTube after a few weeks. He went, it's never going to happen.
Yeah.
He said it could take 6, 8, 12 months before you actually start making an impact.
Yeah.
But knowing that I can make an impact and taking my time and working my arse off with it, there is more chance of it working than just one video. Doing one video, okay, right, well, I won't do one for 2 weeks, I'll do another one. That's why I've set up these meetings once a week. So I've got a podcast recording, which I'll be doing later. I've got a podcast going, got my Instagram going, Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
I've got pretty much it all set up. Now it's just let's get it going.
Wow.
Because
So
it's something to do.
Yeah, you're staying busy, ain't you?
But best way for it, because while I can't go back to work at the precise second, because until I have this operation done, it's right. Well, I've got time. Do it.
Yeah.
There's no kind of I can't use the excuse of, oh no, I can't, I'm tired, or oh no, I'm busy. It's you want to do something, get off your ass and do it.
Yeah.
That's kind of where that's kind of like coming back to when I say behind a mask. When I say get off your ass and do it, people just think they're going to be successful exactly how other people do.
Yeah.
But they don't see the background of what happens.
Yeah.
They just think, oh, I do this, I do this, I do this. Yeah, the step 1, 2, and 3, they go 0.1, 0.2. They miss all those little bits that they get between them, which I think is the mask why people, when I've seen people do interviews, they go, oh, right, yeah, I did this and I did this. But they never explain it fully. They just give you a little outline.
Yeah.
Which is where I think people are very stupid. Because they just go, if I told you now, right, get a laptop, record this, it'll work. No, it won't.
Yeah.
Because I've had an idea that I've been working on for 2 years before I even set anything up.
Yeah.
And the countless amount of writing I did and sat in front of a laptop and the amount of frustration of like, I need to do it, I don't know how to do it. This is who I'm going to speak to, this is how I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
So it's now building on something that, fingers crossed, starts working. But I think it's more one of those, that's why I think these talks are good, because I want to be able to talk in front of people
Yeah.
In obviously in real life, being stood in front of people, talking, traveling, than just me going outside talking to two people. My goal is to be able to talk to 100, 200 people, but I
Yeah.
can't just go and do that. It's never going to happen. That's why I've applied to talk at probably about 30 different, bless you. I probably have sent out emails to about 30 different companies telling them my idea. At the moment, I haven't heard back from one.
Really?
Actually, no, I've heard back from two saying, "Oh, we love your idea. We'd like to talk more about it." And they went, "Oh, if you can call us." Until I looked, and their business is in Canada.
Oh, really?
I'm like, yeah, sure. I'm just gonna grab my phone and ring you. So I've been swapping emails. I said, I can't call you. So, but it's trying to find the right balance of, with all this stuff going on, it's trying to find the right balance of people who will listen and people are just like, oh God, we've come to just watch someone who's just going to talk complete nonsense. We ain't going to listen.
Yeah.
So it's trying to balance everything out.
I understand.
But that's where I think now I don't have a mask on. I'm doing what the hell I want. And I know what I want my goal to be.
Yeah.
Now, it's like, as you say, growing up. Well, what did you want to be when you were growing up?
Well, at first when I was young, I wanted to be a professional ball player when I was young. And then I wanted to be a counselor.
Not bad.
And I think I'm still pretty good at counseling people, but I just don't get enough a chance to.
Yeah.
Like
Getting
with my kids and
experience to
stuff.
do it.
Like, like serious stuff. I don't get a chance to do anything.
Yeah, like opportunity and experience to do stuff.
But,
I've wanted to be so many things. Wanted to be what Americans would call soccer, what we call football.
yeah.
I wanted to be a footballer growing up, and then I had a couple of trials for a few teams, and they mentioned epilepsy, and they're like, "Oh, I'm really sorry, but we can't take him because of that." I was like 14 at the time, and I'm like, "No, that's fair enough." I mean, that mum and dad were the same of like, "No, that's completely understandable." And then I got into me drawing, and then I was like, got into cooking because my mum taught me how. Carried on that all the way through school, became a chef, and then when I started doing my drawings more, I wanted to be a tattooist. And I started designing and drawing wedding cakes and birthday cakes out.
Yeah.
While I thought, all right, well that'll be fun. And then bought a tattoo machine.
Yeah.
And my dad's like, nope, you're selling that. And he's like, well, Aaron, who's gonna let you near them with a tattoo machine if you have a dizzy one?
Yeah.
So he's like, that's kind of where the danger of it, kind of like a chef, with how my seizures and absences are at the moment. I haven't had one today.
Yeah.
But you think, if I've got a knife, pretend this was a knife and I've got this in my hand, you're stood next to me, I have an absence, I'm in control of what I do with that knife.
Yeah.
So it's kind of that, and then I thought, well, you know what? Doing this and explaining to people that, yeah, it might feel like, oh, your life's over and it completely sucks, but you don't hear me complaining about it. You always hear me joking about it. Because there's no reason to be sat here thinking, oh, woe is me, my life sucks.
Yeah.
Because where are you going to lead in life?
Yeah.
Kind of exactly about what I was saying about wearing a mask.
Yeah.
If you're just copying people, thinking, "Oh, woe is me, my life sucks, I'm not going to bother, it's never going to work," you will fail. But even if something's not going your way, even though you're working your arse off towards it, and you hit a brick wall, if you keep thinking, "Oh, right, drop the pen, turn off the PC, don't do it anymore," you think you are giving someone an opportunity to jump over that brick wall to then steal exactly what you're going to accomplish.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the way I look at it. Go your own direction, and then don't let someone stop you, or even if they tell you it's a stupid idea or it's a bad idea, or even going to tell you you're going to fail. If you believe that, you will. But if you go, "No, sod off, I believe in myself," prove them wrong.
Yeah.
Because they're just following everyone else because they believe themselves.
Yeah.
Because they've worn a mask long enough that they believe it themselves, that they have to be like that person.
I think you do a pretty good job, man.
I hope so. That's what I want. That's why. I saw someone told me. I don't know if it was on. I don't know if it was on some. I think it was on one of the video chats I was on with Epilepsy Society. They said to me that I was actually I literally walked around with a smile on my face for about an hour. That they said, we love the way you joke about things, and just how you don't take things seriously. There's no need, because if I sit here, like when I've said to you before, when I fractured my cheekbone, people are like, "Oh God, I bet that must suck," when they saw me the day after. I literally walked out after I came out of hospital. I walked to the shop that day. Someone went, "What happened to you?" I just said, "Oh, I just decided to rearrange my face by hitting concrete." I just took the mick out of myself because I don't care.
Yeah.
If people take life too serious and they feel like they want to put a gun to their head.
Yeah, I know.
I make a joke out of everything.
That's good.
Because what is the point of? I've noticed that stress causes my absences. If I'm getting stressed out about I might have one, you will.
Yeah.
But if you just think, "Nah, come on, let's crack on." If I end up having one, it's so what? I had one. Let's carry on.
Yeah.
But I think that's what a lot of people with epilepsy, I can't say all people, but a lot of people kind of think, "Oh, woe is me." And they think they've had a seizure, they've had an absence in that one day. They think, "Oh no, right, I'm going to sit in a mood all day."
Yeah.
You can't, because then that's kind of like the way I look at. Let's look at it as epilepsy being a bully. If they bully you, then you're going to feel like you're down in the dumps. But if you don't listen to them and you rise above it, they will stop.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the way I look at it. If the seizures are trying to bully me, but I'm rising above it and ignoring it, the fact if it happens, it happens. Who cares? I'm better than that. So don't let it control me. You control it.
Yeah. I kind of feel the same way, except I haven't got the gift of speaking. You know what I mean?
To be honest, I kind of didn't. I think it's more, I've got stuff written down.
Yeah.
A book that I've got, I wrote loads down, and then I kind of thought, you know what, I'm never going to remember that. And there's literally just bullet points.
Really?
I literally write one thing and think, right, that's what I need to talk about. That's where I'm going to go. A lot of what I've mentioned is not even on there. I'm looking at a blank piece of paper.
Yeah.
It's kind of just once you get into a flow. That's why I enjoy talking to you, because you understand me, and what you say, I understand you.
Yeah. You know, I kind of feel the same way because, like, you know, I've got my kids, man. I mean, I can't let that get me down because I got my kids.
Exactly.
I mean, I've
Because
raised 4 kids, and I can't let that stuff get me down, and I got to rise above it for them. I just don't
exactly.
have the. You have the gift of speaking and being able to make the, but I don't have that, and you can make it.
Make it
You're
fun.
able to write it down and be. You're just like you have the gift of speaking and writing and stuff where
Yeah.
I don't have it, but I feel pretty much the same way.
I kind of like how you, that's not metaphor, but look up to your kids of how strong they are. I look up to my sister,
Yeah,
even though she's 5'5" and I'm 6'5". So, but I look up to her and think all the stuff she's been through. She's been bullied at school, and she was walking around like she's high. She's literally always smiling, always giggling, and you think, there's me. I have an absence, and I was normally like, "Oh, go away! I don't want to talk to anyone." And now, I don't care. I laugh about it all the time because I look up to her. That if she's smiling and giggling, how would she feel if she looked up to me, seeing me always in a crappy mood?
yeah,
Then she's just going to literally just go, well, if he's always in a crappy mood, I need to be. And
yeah,
I don't want, same as like your kids, if they see you always pissed off, angry, frustrated,
yeah,
they're just gonna get, there's that wave of
yeah. The same way.
they're gonna catch it like a cold.
Yeah,
If they're completely insane and always laughing, always giggling, if you're laughing with them, they're always going to be happy because they're like, oh well, dad finds it funny. Dad's
yeah,
always smiling, and that keeps them smiling. That's the way life has to be. You just
yeah,
have to look at it. Even like with all this virus and stuff going on, you it's kind of, you have just got to take the piss completely
yeah,
because you can't. The more you feel down, the more you're going to fail. You take the piss,
yeah,
you're going to be happy. Simple as
yeah.
that.
That's true.
But I think that's kind of what I'm actually really glad that you said that you think I'm good at talking
I do.
because I've got told by, for legal reasons, I'm not going to say their name, but they they said to me when I said, I tried talking to them like as if I was on here, and they just went, well, why are you doing that? And I just said, well, this is what I want to do. And they just went, fucking hell, you'd be shit at that. I'm like, this person's like 10 years older than me. You know, why tell someone? I was excited. I was looking at my phone for, right, countdown, waiting for this call. And they're telling me you're never going to accomplish it. You're shit at what you do.
Yeah,
It's kind of like, we'll prove them wrong.
yeah,
Someone says you can't do something, work your ass off and do it.
yeah, yeah. You're doing it, man.
That's where I'd actually like someone else to join the conversation. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy talking to you, but but it'd be nice to actually speak to other people because I've spoke to you quite a lot. We both understand each other's perspective. It's kind
Yeah,
of now just getting across to other people. It's like as soon as this
yeah,
is up on YouTube, it's literally share. But I'll be posting a link to this anyway, and then hopefully I'll share it around. And some people are like, "Oh, yeah, I can't wait to join it." I never turn up.
I know. I didn't even been here, man.
It's like I said it to my dad. I was like, "Yeah," I said, "I've had people interested saying, oh, I can't wait to be there, can't wait to watch it." It's like last night. I was sat there and I was like, right, okay, 10 o'clock. Right, no one's joined. It's right, now 10 past. No one. 20 past. No one. Right now. I'll call it a night.
I forgot about. I didn't forget about it, but I fell asleep, man.
So to be fair, my dad says I need to just do one either once or twice a week. He said because if you just keep doing them, they're just going to piss people off.
I was out, dude. I was.
I kind
I
of,
didn't wake up till about 5.
yeah,
My time, about 5:30 or so. I woke up and it's like,
I
man,
went.
I fixed dinner and stuff.
I literally went as soon as I ended the cut. As soon as I went off of it after no one turned up, about 10:30 at night, and I literally went downstairs, got the laptop out, working on new stuff till about 1 o'clock in the morning. Then thought, no, I'm going to put the laptop down, stuck a film on for 2 hours. So about 3 o'clock in the morning for me.
Yeah,
Then went to bed, and then I was up at 8 o'clock, sat at my laptop, typing stuff up. That's what I think where I've got the motivation for it is as soon as I get up, I'm thinking of it. It's not just kind of oh, I'm going to sit on my ass on a boredom day. Is
yeah,
I'm going to be me and I'm going to just hit the ground running and not stop till I accomplish what I want to do.
yeah. I thought there'd be somebody else come here tonight.
I think it is because of the time zones. I think that's where it confuses people.
I don't know. I told every one of them the time. Man, jeez.
Well, you think about it, we've been talking 40 minutes already.
Yeah.
Well, you pick a topic. Well, you think of something, and I'll give you my opinion on
Let's see. I don't know, man. That's right on the spot.
it. Working on your talking now.
Huh?
Now we're working on your talking.
I don't know. How's the weather over there?
Uh, 13 degrees and raining.
Is that hot or cold?
Oh, that's kind of in Celsius. You would I don't know what Celsius is over there, but a hot day in Celsius for us would be about 28. That is a hot day for us.
So it's hot over there.
Oh no, here at the moment in Celsius, it is now 12 Celsius. So that,
12. Okay. I thought you
so,
said 30.
oh no, that's when it's a hot day for us.
Yeah,
That's what we describe as hot, and that was about 3 weeks ago.
that's why I thought you said 30. I was like, well, that's a hot day, ain't it?
Oh yeah, we get snow in February. That's how weird it is.
It was cold here. It's pretty cold here today.
Yeah, you're cold, probably about 30 degrees Celsius. It's like we'd be dying and complaining it's too hot. You'd be like, nah, it's mild.
It was pretty. It wasn't cold, but it was pretty chilly out.
Hmm.
I didn't need long sleeves on.
So what's your plans for the rest of today then?
We're gonna have a birthday party tonight.
Here for
My 2 daughters
happy birthday to them.
had one of them. Their birthday was last weekend, and one of them their birthday's next weekend. So we're just gonna have them both a birthday party tonight.
Well, happy birthday from me.
And
Well, my little sister, it's her birthday on the 13th of October, and she's going to be
what day's her
15.
birthday?
13th, so that's on
13th.
yeah. And
Mine's 12th.
yeah, I remember you saying. And where we were going to go to take her for the week, because it's when she breaks up for a holiday,
Yeah.
and where we would take her is all on lockdown. You can't go there.
Yeah.
And so
Wow.
my mum was quite disappointed because it was her plan.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I absolutely love about my little sister is she was literally like, well, we're planning this, but we can't. And she's just like, I don't care. Just like,
Hmm.
you spend, you go and buy your stuff from the shop, and say you go and take the shopping and go and spend 100 quid, it's about 100, say about $110. She will literally, before you pay, she'll be saying, no, you don't need to spend that much on me. And that's kind of how humble she is for someone of her age. It's incredible.
Yeah. Wow.
But I think that's kind of a good thing, but it's also a bad thing because she hates being spoiled.
Yeah, that is a good thing.
She's like, no, you don't have to do that for me. It's like I forgot what we got for Christmas a couple of years ago. And she's like, well, Mum, Dad, this is way too expensive. And my dad's like, no, it's fine. You deserve it. She's like, no, you don't have to do it for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, but that's the only problem though. She won't accept things. It's like, no, just bloody take it. I don't want to.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you are taking it.
Yeah. That is a good thing.
Because at least that's the thing I think is good about her, because she's not, she's not going to be one of these little spoilt princesses who, oh, you go out, oh, but you can't, you have to buy me this. You could spend 20 quid on her and she'll probably act like you've spent probably £2,000 on her.
Yeah.
My dad's car, he's got a Porsche, and he literally, he was driving in it the first day he got it when they just came out, and she was like this. She was ducking and hiding herself when he drove it to school and to drop her off. And like, what are you doing? She went, I don't want people to see me in the car. Well, like, why not? She went, because it's way too inexpensive a car. She went, I don't want to feel like I'm showing off. I'm like, what 14-year-old says that? That actually you spoil her, she hides from it. She doesn't like it.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing I absolutely love about her is how she hates being spoiled, and when she's older, she's not going to be an asshole.
Yeah, that's a good thing. For sure.
It's like when birthdays and Christmases come up, my mum and dad are like, what do you want? And I'm like, I couldn't give a shit. I honestly do not care. I don't
Yeah.
want anything. It's like there's the PS5 that's coming out, and people are saying to me, oh, I've just pre-ordered it. Aaron, what about you? I don't care. He went, well, why not? I said, because I'm building a business, building this. One, I wouldn't have time on it. And two, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm happy with what I've got. And what I am doing, to me, is more important than someone spending 500-600 quid on me.
Yeah. No kidding, man. Have you had a lot of subscribers on that YouTube thing?
I've only got 9.
9.
But
A lot of people go and watch.
I've had one video had about 22 views on it, one I posted the other night. So it's kind of, that's why you'll see me sharing links on there. Just follow, like, comment of whatever you want. But I think it is because epilepsy is now becoming a more common thing. And back to what I said of removing their mask and coming out and explaining it, that's what I'm trying to get people to do. Take theirs off, be proud of what they have instead of trying to hide in the dark.
Yeah.
That's why I'm kind of trying to get people to come out of their shells a bit more.
Yeah.
Because on this epilepsy site, there's people like, oh, I've had this, and I'm like, you're fine. Just go crack on, ain't you?
Yeah.
No point just feeling sorry for yourself. Because that's kind of why I do these. Take the piss, have a laugh, it cheers people up, and they kind of understand the perspective of, well, say, because I'm a lot younger than you.
Yeah.
It's kind of, if I'm taking the piss, it's kind of like your kind of thought might be, well, if he's laughing about it,
Yeah.
then why aren't I? I'm trying to build people up, have the confidence and have the ability to actually, instead of hiding behind a mask, come out, talk about it, and just
Yeah.
wear it like a badge of honor.
Yeah.
But that's what people, because they're followers, they don't want to tell people because they don't want people to treat them any different.
Yeah.
They just want to copy other people. One person goes out for a drink. Oh, we all have to drink. Same as growing up. I don't know if yours was the same, but if someone saw someone smoking, it's, oh, well, I've got to have one,
Yeah.
or else I don't fit in. I've never touched a drop of alcohol in my life,
Yeah.
and I honestly don't plan on it because there's no need to risk my own health just to try and impress someone else.
Yeah.
But that's what people don't understand. Life isn't about trying to impress people. It's about becoming your own person and just sprouting like a flower.
Yeah.
It's trying to build things up to get people to do that. It's going to be tricky, but fingers crossed, people do listen to what I have to say.
Yep. They do.
They don't have to follow word for word, but if they can make of it what they want of what I have to say, then that's kind of my goal. Because,
Hard to get started, ain't it?
yeah, you think it might be hard to get started, but once people start to recognize,
Yeah.
that's where it gets going.
They should.
That's why I always put the quotes up on this epilepsy site just to have a laugh.
Yeah.
Because people in life, people are taking stuff way too seriously, and everyone's so uptight about it.
Yeah.
You've got no room to just be your own person.
Yeah.
But what can you do? So fingers crossed I can do something.
Maybe next time there'll be more people, man.
Yeah, well, I think we might leave this one there, and I'll message you in a little bit.
I'm gonna keep inviting people.
Yeah, well, speak to you on a chat or whatever in a bit, and
Huh?
I'll catch you later on this episode. I'll speak to you in a little bit.
All right, bud. Bye bye.
I'll see you later.